We spoke about ambition earlier, and you're talking now about anxieties and disorders and psychological issues. Do you think with the drive of ambition, more people are developing depression, anxiety, mental health issues?
See, I personally don't like the word ambition because in a certain way, you're trying to impose your will upon the world. You want to be something and you want the world to cooperate to make you that something. If we transform ourselves from ambition to a larger vision, we can do the same thing very joyfully. Still, we will become who we become depending upon our capabilities, but we can do it joyfully with a great sense of fulfillment rather than crushing ourselves to become something. I keep telling people, most people are trying, they're killing themselves to live. To live, you don't have to kill yourself If you have to do this life joyfully, it's very important that you have invested yourself in a vision to create something rather than ambition to become something. See, if you take charge of your physical body, if you have some mastery over your physical body, about 15 to 20% of your life and destiny will be in your hands. If you take charge of your intelligence, 50 to 60% of your life and destiny will be in your hands. If you take charge of your very life energy within you, 100% of your life and destiny will be in your hands. The question is only, have you taken charge of this? The problem is you're trying to take charge of the world. No, you have to enhance this. If this is enhanced, the activity you perform is naturally enhanced. This is like, there's a Buddh circuit here, the F1 circuit is here in Delhi. You are on the Formula 1 track with your old Maruti 800. If you hit 300 kilometers per hour, all four wheels will fly in four different directions. If you want to be on a F1 track, you must have a reasonably good machine which can take it. So, the important thing is you must enhance this one, but you're trying to enhance activity. If you enhance activity without enhancing this one, this will break up. This is what a lot of people are doing to themselves. But if you focus on enhancing this, you will take activity in your stride effortlessly. Then you will see creating something is not a struggle. Just now, I've been on a 30-day ride across the country. All the other drivers who were driving with me, they have spare drivers. I have no spare driver because I am supposed to drive every kilometer. Daily I'm driving 12 to 16 hours a day. And in these 30 days, I did 142 events like this. And some of them are very large events with 25,000 people. And 186 one-on-one interviews. That means when I'm driving, most of the time, arrangements were made in the car for microphone, camera, everything. Continuously I was talking through the day and night and driving. Driving on Indian roads like that is not easy to do, okay? What is it that keeps you going? It's just that if you have a little space between yourself and your body, suddenly you will see the limitations of the physical does not rule you anymore. So is it easy or difficult to get there? It is not difficult, it's in a different direction. See, right now when you say, where am I, you point the finger here, but actually in your experience it's happening within you. If you were conscious of that, you would clearly understand all experiences within you are created by you, maybe unconsciously, but it is created by you. Everything that happens within you happens because that's the way you're doing it. So this is why in this culture we said, the way you're experiencing your life is your karma. The word karma means it's your doing. Today it's been misinterpreted, they think it's a fate. It is not a fate, it's the most dynamic way to live. When we say your life is your karma, it means your life is your making, 100%. It's going at ease. If everything is going at ease, then there is no stress of doing something. It's very important that human beings first learn to work upon themselves before they meddle with the world. If this one thing is done, then you will do the right things with the world around you. Because if you do not even know how to treat yourself well, how will you treat other people well? If you don't know how to bring well-being to yourself, how will you bring well-being to other people? It's not going to happen, it's just talk, empty talk. I was in a peace conference, international peace conference. 42 Nobel laureates were there. One after another, belting out long speeches, mostly read from paper, they don't even look up, they're just reading pages and pages. Then when my turn came, I asked, it's so much talk about world peace. How many of you can genuinely put your hand on your heart and say that you have a peaceful mind? Your mind is peaceful. They were very honest, they said, no, we are not peaceful, but we want the world to be peaceful. See, the world is very peaceful, minus the human beings. World is fantastic, minus the human beings. It's only what is happening in the human mind, a larger manifestation is happening on the street, which is looking ugly. Otherwise, tell me what's wrong with the world. If you and me are not here, the world is just fine, isn't it? So, we do not know how to bring balance to our own self, but we want to do that in the larger world, it'll never happen. We have to understand this. What you see as a world is just a larger version of who we are. If you don't fix this, we can't fix that.
Sadhguru's enlightenment in his own words. So I want to know, according to you, what is enlightenment and how can other people be enlightened beings, as you have mentioned your experience of getting enlightened?
Let me put it technically, because there are so many glorious explanations about what it is. As I was speaking earlier, see, when you sit here, your experience of yourself is largely physical, isn't it? If somebody next to you pokes you, will you say, don't poke my body, or will you say, don't poke me? Don't poke me, isn't it? Because your experience of the body is myself. But is it true, this body is something that you accumulated over a period of time? Yes? What you accumulate can be yours, can never ever be you, isn't it? Whatever you accumulate, it can be yours, it can never ever be you. Right now, as I'm speaking, I say, this is my cup. You will think, oh, Sadhguru has some problems. But let's listen some more, because everybody says he's wise. After some time, I say, this is me. Then you'll say, let's go. Because this is sheer madness, isn't it? Something that you acquired, you think is you, isn't that madness? So right now, that is the madness. What you accumulated, you think it's me. The day you're free of this madness, we will say you're enlightened. Experientially, not intellectually.
It's quite difficult to get to that stage, you would know.
It is not difficult, it is just that it's in a different direction than the way you're looking right now. When I say the way you're looking right now, can you see me?
Yes.
Use one hand and point out where I am. You got it wrong, Elder.
Are you everywhere? Is that what
No,
you're
no,
trying
no.
to say?
This light is falling upon me, reflecting, going through your lenses, inverted image in the retina, you know the whole story. So where do you see me now? Within yourself.
Yeah,
Where do you hear me right now?
within myself.
Within yourself. Where did you see the whole world? Within yourself. Have you ever experienced anything outside of yourself? Your pains and pleasures happen within you. Your joy and misery happen within you. Your agony and ecstasy happen within you. Even light and darkness is only happening within you, isn't it?
But what about the pain that others inflict on one another and the suffering?
When was the last time somebody poked you with a dagger?
I was actually in Mosul 3 weeks ago and I saw a lot of people poking each other with all sorts of things.
See, when you say the pain that other people inflict, if it's physical, this is what the issue that he's raised now. If your experience is such, if you sit here, that you clearly, experientially know, you clearly know this cup is not me. Similarly, if you know, not because you're thinking about it, simply you know this body is just one more acquisition of mine, you will keep it well, you will use it well, but just because this is not me, I'm not going to break this, I'm going to keep this well because it's useful to me. If this is so, you will see you will be completely free from various things that normally people suffer. I'm not somebody who thrives on predictions of any kind. I don't like predictions because predictions are made from the cold facts of today. Predictions don't take into consideration what's beating in the human heart. Human beings are aspiring to do something about themselves like never before. And today, I keep joking with people, I say, see, I'm the greatest guru ever in the history of humanity. They'll look at what happened to Sadhguru, he's becoming Mike Tyson or something. This is because when a Krishna came, when a Buddha came, when so many other great beings came, if they spoke, hardly 50 people could hear them. Today I can sit here and speak to the entire world. This was never before possible thanks to the technologies. So today this is possible. This is also possible that we could make the world meditative, very much possible. And for the first time, we are touching that many number of people as we would have never done before. So is it a possibility? Definitely. Will it happen right now? Not necessarily. But in our lives, if we do not do what we cannot do, it's not a problem. In our lives, if we do not do what we can do, we're a disaster. So, it's my wish and my blessing that none of us should become a disaster like that. What we can do must happen. What we cannot do